brace for elderly knee osteoarthritis. Awit duongcheat. Avipa thongdi. Tipakorn diudam bangsa. Sic-Th in home. Pariah sinrat. Krat singnui.
Today, the global elderly population is increasing every year. One of the world's most important trends would be inevitable with the growing number of elderly people around the world. Same as in Thailand, the National Committee on Older Persons indicates that in 2017, Thailand has 11.3 million people aged 60 years or over, or 17.1% of the total population, and is likely to increase rapidly. It is expected that in 2021, Thailand will become a completely aging society, which will account for the elderly proportion of 20% of the total population. Consistent with information from Thailand Development Research Institute, TDRI, states that Thai people have an expected life expectancy with an increase of 4.4 months per year, and with technological developments, it makes it possible that Thai people born in 2016 onwards will live an average of 98 years, or almost 100 years. With the increasing number of elderly people, it also has a longer life. But the birth rate has dropped, this resulting in a decrease in the working age population, lower labor productivity. It also causes the consumer behavior to change according to the demographic structure. All sectors therefore need to accelerate awareness and preparation for action. Especially the private sector, that will be directly and indirectly affected is the number of workers and products and services that need to be changed to meet the increasingly aging society. Global level, the aging rate is 7% of the world population in 2020. And by 2050, the rate of aging will double to 14% of the world's population. Organizers realized the problem of the elderly, therefore, knee brace for elderly knee osteoarthritis.
This year, Thailand has entered the aging society completely. Changes and the deterioration, there are health problems causing the elderly to fall. One in 3 of the elderly will fall, or equal to 3 million. Injuries range from bruises, abrasions, fractures, disabilities, and death. And are you prepared yet?
In which elderly people died from falling is the second place. 49% of them walked up and down the stairs. 10% of them slipped in the bathroom. 67% of them fell on the stairs. 5% of which may be due to the knee deterioration that day by day is increasing in the world.
As for the solution, it can make the elderly more comfortable in use, that is, both to preserve the user's knee, reduce the lifting of heavy objects that are more than necessary for the operator, and another important reason for the benefits of knee brace for elderly knee osteoarthritis. It is to support the knee to prevent the elderly from falling, which can lead to many problems that are difficult to rehabilitate the patient, leading to bed rest. For the effects of knee brace for elderly knee osteoarthritis is, it may cause irritation, redness and dampness to the user, but can be remedied by applying powder to reduce redness and irritation. The rise of the elderly around the world has also resulted in the increase in the market of medical devices, showing that there is an increased economic opportunity followed by a continued investment by foreign medical device manufacturers in accordance with the BOI's investment promotion policy and the exemption of import duty on parts raw materials for use in research and development. As a result, the medical device industry in Thailand continues to grow, but at the same time, it increases competition pressure, especially the SMEs, which are the majority of entrepreneurs in this business. The patient rate, according to research, has risen from 2008 to 400 million in 2020 to 570 million inches a year, making the marketing highly successful.
In Thailand, social will become elderly social. Elderly almost has problem about osteoarthritis of the knee. Therefore, this project will be benefit for elderly.
Pricing based on psychological principles in order to attract consumers. Thailand has the highest combined export and import value of medical devices in ASEAN. Proportion of export value to import value in 2015 to 2019 average of 72 hours and 28 minutes. In 2019, most of the Thai export products are medical devices. Among the consumables, accounted for 88.3% of the total export value of medical devices, increased from 83.4% in 2018, such as medical gloves, catheters, and tube syringes and wound dressing. The main export markets are the US, Japan, the Netherlands, and Germany. On the other hand, most manufacturers and exports are multinational companies investing in Thailand to return to their countries, such as Japan, the US, and France, for their imported products. The majority of them are medical supplies and supplies, which account for a similar proportion of 42.7% and 40.5%. According to market analysis, there is a strong trend in operating profit.
Competitive price, cheaper than the market with additional elements. See the product demonstration.
March 15th, 25. Topic selection and consult a teacher, advisor, and prepare a report. March 25th. Submit your entry into the contest. May 1st to May 24th. Consult an advisor. Make a video clip planning to develop the work. Make a budget. Or May 30th. Prepare to answer questions. Find research references. May 31st. Competition. July 2nd. Prepare a project performance test. Consult a specialist doctor.
Use, the product can be worn directly onto the knee. Will be able to help support the knee of the elderly, which has the following components. Sensors to keep the knees in place for too long. That adjust the angle for the elderly more conveniently. Slip protection. Breathable fabric. Stretch fabric with iron for support. Silicone to reduce abrasion. Weight sensor reminds when lifting things.